Look, guys. Alright, so I'm sorry my hair is wet and I don't look great right now, but I just took a shower and I'm about to leave for school. But I wanted to make a quick video about something interesting that I read about the other day. And it involves wine. Just kidding, I'm not actually drinking it. But it does serve as an introduction to my video. So, I've always wondered, how did 21 become the drinking age? Was it just a number that was pulled out of the air, or just why is the age 21? What makes that the magic number? Well, I found out, and in case you're wondering, I'm going to share it with you. Okay, well, as you guys probably know, in history, Prohibition was an act where they made alcohol illegal for everybody. And that eventually, overturned, and now it is legal for people 21 and over. So why is 21 the magical number? Well, basically, the National Minimum Drinking Age Act of 1984 told states that if they didn't enact an age of at least 21, then they would lose 10% of their federal highway funding. And, that's a lot of money, so they jumped on that real quick. It's, there's more to the story, actually, but that's the main reason why it's such an important law, is because states were threatened to lose their funding if they made a law if they made an age under 21. So, why is the age 21? Why isn't it not 22, 23, whatever? Why is it 21? Well, in centuries, back in English, 21 was the age which a person could vote and become a knight. So, they just assumed, oh, well then, when you're 21, you're an adult, right? And also, some scientific studies show that your brain stops developing at 21. You've developed fully at 21. The drinking age actually was 18 at back when Franklin Roosevelt was, I forgot if he was president. I don't have all my history facts straight, but when Franklin Roosevelt was here, it was 18. Because during World War II, it wasn't fair that an 18-year-old was, able to fight, but wasn't able to vote, because back at that time, 21 was the voting age as well. So they decided, well, if an 18-year-old is old enough to fight and vote, old enough to fight, why can't they vote? So with that logic, they raised the voting age to 18, or they lowered it to 18, and so now the voting age is 18. So they used that same logic and applied it to drinking. Well, if they can vote and they can fight, why can't they have a beer or a glass of wine? So with that logic, they lowered the drinking age to 18. But during the Drinking Age Act of 1984, which I just stated earlier, that had to change to 21. The reason why 21 became the number was because of the organization Mothers Against Drunk Driving, MADD. They conducted some studies. Traffic reports show that a 62% decrease in alcohol fatalities among teen drivers since 1982. Raw numbers show that drunk driving fatalities have definitely dropped since the early 1980s, despite an 88% increase in the number of miles driven. 2007 saw over 8,000 fewer total alcohol-related traffic fatalities than 1982. Well, in this study, it showed that people from the ages 21 and over were able to handle their alcohol better and were able to, be able to control themselves, and traffic fatalities around that age group were less. I don't know if that's necessarily true. I know a lot of people who are 21 and over that still can't control their drinking, but anyways, that's why it became 21. Interestingly, there are some exceptions to this law. You are allowed to drink under 21 for religious purposes, so you're allowed to have wine in church. For legal employment, so 18-year-olds can serve it, I think. Yeah, 18-year-olds can serve it, but they can't be a bartender, but they can serve it. And some states have a law where you can drink under 21 if you have a parent that buys the alcohol for you and actually sits with you while you drink it. So some places do allow you to drink if you're in the presence of a parent or an adult that's over 21. And also for medical purposes. I guess alcohol serves some medical purposes as well. So, yeah, I found it kind of interesting. So, yeah, if you're 21 or over, drink up and enjoy.